lovely people of YouTube. This is Rip Superman R4, and I decided, you know, E3 is tomorrow, so why not speculate about a game that is primarily seen on my channel, Gears of War. And, you know, I decided if I just have myself here, I might get off topic. So, why not bring a friend here named Kevin?
Heyo.
Exactly.
How y'all doing?
But basically,
How y'all doing?
If you came here from Kevin's channel, we also, if you're watching this on my channel first, go to Kevin's channel. We did a Halo E3 speculation there. And over here, we're doing a Gears of War E3 speculation because, I mean, it makes sense. But basically, how we're first going to do this is, one, we're going to talk about what we think will happen. What we, like, as in, what we hope. But then we're going to talk realistically what we'll think will happen. And I think I'm going to kick things off with the first game. We're going to talk about the best one. We're going to save the best for last. I think the first thing they're going to show off, well, I hope Gears Pop isn't as bad as it might seem. And I'm saying the only reason why it looks bad is, I mean, it depends on what type of games you play, really. Like for example, Kevin, you've played Castle like Royale or those Clash Royale type of games.
Yeah.
It appears as though, from what footage we've seen people record so far, that Gears Pop is going to be a Clash Royale type of game where you slap down, you know, soldiers and such to, you know, defeat the opponent. So like you can slap down, a boomer, and then, you know, just Marcus will just charge in right beside him. You know, basically that type of
kind
thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Honestly, when I first thought the game was going to be like, I was all for it. I thought it wasn't going to be like that. I thought it was going to be like multiplayer, technically, but like you control those 3 players, not like Halo Wars. But like you have like a team of 3 that you could charge in and kill people.
Yeah.
Like that. But then when we saw actual gameplay, I was like, huh. Because me, I don't really like playing those type of games. That's just my opinion. But what I hope is they don't, for Gears Pop, this might sound rude, but I hope they don't trick us like they did last year. But I'll feel like I'm kind of expecting it, but I don't think they would, you know?
Yeah.
So basically, you know, we'll deal with that when it comes.
I think we're good. Let's grab some ammo.
But yeah, realistically, I don't know if they'll show anything for Gears Pop. I know the major thing they'll show, but we'll talk about that after. Gears Tactics, we'll move on to that. Also, but before I do, Kevin, what's your opinion on Gears Pop, and what do you think about it?
So, I had a chance to play the beta, but I didn't. So, I really don't know. I'm probably not going to play it though, because I don't really play Gears as much as I did before. You know, obviously I'm more of a Halo guy.
And I'm more of a Gears guy, but I just want to say, Castle Royale, well, Clash Royale, I just keep referring to that because that's the biggest type of game like that I know of. Hang on. That's the biggest game I know that's like that, you know? So, you know, I keep referring to that, but Gears Pop, I don't think it would be the biggest of people's concerns. It's good that they're reaching out to other platforms, but at the same time, you know, I don't think that's the best option they could have gone with for the mobile game.
Yeah.
Like,
what else could they have done?
I'm thinking though. maybe like a turn-based thing, but I don't know. I don't know if that would work for Gears. But with what we've seen with what people have done with mobile games, maybe they could have just ported Gears of War game over to mobile. You know?
Well, that would take a lot.
That would
and
take a lot.
Really, like, straining on a mobile device. I don't even think that would be possible unless, like, you started up from the ground
up
and made a whole new game. And, like, make the graphics poopier.
Honestly, I feel like they could have had more options with mobile games, but yeah. Our next Gears game we'll be talking about, by the way, is Gears Tactics, because that was also shown off E3 last year. What we see from that, it's going to be a Halo Wars type of game. In fact, it basically is Halo Wars, but the Gears of War universe.
Commanding your own troops.
It's like a command, like your own troop thing, like Kevin just said. It's going to be for the PC. It might come to console after that, but it seems to be only PC. You know? But
I don't know why it would be only PC, but that's kind of weird.
But from what we've seen so far, you'll get to make your own troops, make them what they look, control what they look like, and stuff like that. And like you make your own squad, and basically you go through, you make your own story. It's like you either make your own story or you play through a story. But I'm pretty sure there will be multiplayer with it, as games like that have, But honestly, my expectations, I hope it's better than those type of games usually are, because those type of games, I'll be honest with you, my opinion, by the way, are not the funnest to play. And the reason being, it's just, people, sorry, I'd rather be in the fight than control the fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
don't really like to play Halo Wars because it's not a FPS. But decent story though, so.
Yeah, it has a decent story, but I want to play a game that I won't get bored of after a few days.
Yeah.
But Gears Tactics, what do I think they will show it? Probably, because they showed off 3 games last year. They might show off those 3 games again, but maybe they might slap down, you can get Gears Pops now, tomorrow, and then they'll probably say something about Tactics, and, as we, transition to the next Gears game they're showing off, which is the biggest they're working on, because that's the one the Coalition has full hands on, by the way.
Enemy reinforcements.
Which is Gears 5. I think, by the way, I'll tell you why in a later video why it's just called Gears 5 now instead of Gears of War 5.
Alpha's waiting.
But Gears 5. What do I hope happens? What do I hope they show at E3? What I hope they show at E3? I hope they show story multiplayer. Story gameplay, and maybe even multiplayer. Because it comes out of September, as we've heard. Not officially, but from the leaks we've been hearing around, it comes out in September. So maybe they have multiplayer, at least local type done. So maybe we can get a glimpse of that. But realistically, what I'm thinking is we're gonna see multiplayer nonetheless. Just story multiplayer. And it might have some things cut, like how the last E3 trailer of Gears of War 4 did. like the Gears of War 4 E3 trailer, they cut Marcus and Dell out of the gameplay.
Grunts.
So it was just Cade and JD.
Flank 'em.
And they cut out some of the dialogue as well. Basically, they showed off how the game will look and, you know, basically how you will play it.
Nice.
I hope they show off a little bit of that as well for Gears 5, you know, especially with what we've been hearing.
Get up.
Because speculation, as we've heard, Gears 5, by the way, I'm talking about this as in, there's this usually credible link source, like Leak, who usually gets it right every E3. This Gears of War will be open world. I'm not saying that's 100% true, but that's speculation. And if so, I'm going to try to figure out how do you think they would do it? Like, because if you saw the last E3 trailer, they had that boat thing. They might, if it is open world, I feel like they'll show off that, like maybe you going around in that thing, you know? Most definitely, but like, if it's not open world, then I think they'll just show off like a little bit of the New Hope facility, like you playing a part of that, and then get to the part to where you see that boss-looking character that was in the trailer. Maybe. But do I think they'll show gameplay in Gears 5 E3? Most definitely. If it's coming out this year, they're going to show gameplay more than likely. They've done that every Gears game. You know? Like the year that Gears of War game comes out, E3, they show gameplay. So, do I think they'll show multiplayer? Well, maybe not, but gameplay, yes. But now, instead of just speculating what we will see, what do you think will happen for the story, at least? Like, do you think it'll be good? Do you think they'll redeem themselves after Gears 4? Because Gears 4 wasn't the best.
Hopefully.
Do you think if it was the best Gears of War, like actually the best Gears of War, would you start playing Gears of War again? Again?
A little bit.
But basically, what do I think they'll show at? Do I think they'll show Gears 5 gameplay at E3? Most definitely. The other two games, Gears Tactics, don't know about that one. Maybe, and Gears Pop, probably, because that's also coming out this year. And also, from what I've heard, Gears 5, more customization, they might show off like a bit of everything, maybe like a glimpse of Ford, if they have that worked on, a bit of multiplayer, bit of customization, because they said that, like, you can get more in depth with it now, and more than likely, the 100%, like, well, not 100%, I say 90% thing we're going to see is story gameplay.
Control, this is Delta. We have visuals on Alpha.
But I think this video has been long enough. 14 minutes seems long enough. But thank you all so much for watching. I was joined by Kevin. Expect to see our reactions.
Even though I didn't really speak much.
Yeah. Expect to see our reactions to E3, maybe. I don't know if,
yes,
if we
I
remember
hope
to
to be able
record
to
it.
do that.
If we get to record it. You might hear my audio. I don't know if you'll get to hear. Well, see me watching it. Because I don't know how to screen record like that. But my name is Ripstar4. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was here joined by my good friend Kevin, who will be in the description of the video.
Yeah.
I hope to see you maybe in the chat of, you know, E3, like Xbox's presentation, because that's the one we'll be watching.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. And if you really enjoy this type of content, subscribe, because I do Gears of War type of content and also other games. Or if you just enjoy me, but as well, if you enjoy Kevin and me at the same time, check out our second channel, Gang Gang Productions. But enough of that.
Yes.
If you thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
Love you. Love you.